Hey guys, Melissa here with lovableloops.com. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet a spider. You're going to need an H 5mm crochet hook and worsted weight yarn. For the tutorial, I'm going to actually use purple for the spider because the black yarn is really hard to see the stitches with this really dark color. So I'm going to use purple. And then for the eyes, you're going to need black and white. So worsted weight yarn, black, white for the eyes, and then whatever color you want to use for the body of your spider. And you will also need some polyfill to stuff the spider. Okay, to begin, we're going to make a magic ring and we're going to make 10 double crochet. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, go ahead and join to your first double crochet with a slip stitch. Okay, so for round 1, you have 10 double crochet. For round 2, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to make 2 double crochet in each stitch. Right, at the end of round 2, you will have 20 stitches. Go ahead and join with the slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. For round 3, you're going to chain 2. And in that first stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochet. In the next stitch, you're going to make 1 double crochet. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. 2 and then 1. So I'm making 2 double crochet in this stitch. And now in the next stitch, I make 1 double crochet. So 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and complete that pattern all the way around. At the end of round 3, you'll have 30 stitches. Go ahead and join to the top of that first double crochet with a slip stitch. For round 4, you're going to chain 2, and in that first double crochet, the same one that you joined to, you're going to make 2 double crochet. And then in the next 2 stitches, you will make 1 double crochet. So we have 2, 1, 1. You're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So in this next stitch, I'll make 2. And then in the next 2 stitches, I will make 1 double crochet. Okay. All right, repeat that pattern for the remainder of round 4. At the end of round 4, you will have 40 stitches. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. For round 5, this is the last round where we are increasing. For round 5, you're going to chain 2, make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. This keeps moving. All right, and then in the next 3 stitches, you're going to make 1 double crochet. So you can see 2, then 1, 1, 1. Okay, so again, the next stitch, make 2 double crochet. And in your next 3 stitches, you're just going to make 1. Okay, repeat that pattern all the way around. Okay, at the end of round 5, you will have 50 stitches. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. For round 6, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to double crochet once into each stitch. Okay, so you're making 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay, so at the end of round 6, you'll still have 50 stitches because we didn't do any increasing. Go ahead and join again with a slip stitch. And for round 7, once again, you're going to chain 2 and make 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Beginning in our next round, that's when we'll start making the decreases. Okay, at the end of round 7, again, you'll still have 50 crochet because you didn't make any increases. Go ahead and join. And now for round 8, we are going to begin our decreases. So you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to double crochet 2 stitches together. Okay, so we just made a decrease. We double crocheted those 2 stitches together. And now in the next 3 stitches, you're just going to double crochet. So we have 1 decrease, and then 3 double crochet. So you're going to double crochet the next 2 stitches together. And that's your decrease. And then in the next 3 stitches, you're going to double crochet. Okay, so a decrease, double crochet in 3 stitches, decrease, double crochet in 3 stitches. Okay, and go ahead and repeat that pattern all the way around. So when you get to the end of round 8, you will have 40 stitches. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. Now for round 9, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to make a decrease. So double crochet 2 stitches together. Okay, and then you're going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so decrease and then double crochet in 2 stitches. And you're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So you'll make another decrease. And then you'll double crochet in 2 stitches. So decrease, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2. Go ahead and repeat that pattern all the way around. All right, at the end of round 9, you will have 30 stitches. Go ahead and join. Chain 2, and now for round 10, you're going to double crochet 2 together, so make a decrease. And then you're going to double crochet in 1. Okay, so you'll double crochet 2 together. And then double crochet in 1. So you have your decrease, 1 double crochet, decrease, 1 double crochet. Go ahead and repeat that pattern all the way around. Okay, at the end of round 10, you will have 20 stitches. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. And actually, what I would do, actually probably would have done this earlier, and I'm sorry I didn't mention it. I would tighten that yarn end from your magic circle. I need to grab a tapestry needle here, and I would just secure that, weave it in. That way it doesn't come loose. It's no big deal. You can still do it now. Okay, now for round 11, going to chain 2, and you are going to double crochet 2 together. Okay, I'm going to make first decrease. I am not making any single or any regular double crochets. I'm going to make another decrease. I'm going to double crochet 2 together again. There are 2 decreases there. You're going to do that all the way around. You're just going to double crochet 2 together all the way around. At the end of round 11, you will have 10 stitches left. Okay, you are done crocheting now. Leave a long tail and finish off. And what will happen is, after we have made the eyes and sewed them on, I'm going to stuff my spider with polyfill, and then I will use my tapestry needle to close the back. Okay, but we have to make the eyeballs. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and grab your black yarn. You're still using your H 5mm crochet hook. You're going to make a magic ring and 6 half double crochets. Okay, magic ring, chain 2, and then 6 half double crochets. You might want to jot this down because you're going to have to make 2 of these, okay? So you're starting with a magic ring and 6 half double crochets. Okay, go ahead and join to the top of that first half double crochet. Okay, and now we're going to join our white yarn. And you can tighten these because it'll look a little loose. And you're going to make 2 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay, go ahead and join to the top of the first half double crochet with a slip stitch. Okay, and then tighten all of your yarn ends. Okay. And then for the next round, you're going to chain 2. And in the first stitch, you're going to make 2 half double crochet. And then in the next stitch, you'll make 1 half double crochet. Okay, so 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Repeat that pattern all the way around. Okay, join to the top of that first half double crochet, and then leave a long tail to sew onto the spider. Okay. All right, so let's see here. We need to tighten this up, and we want to make sure that we don't see any white in what is supposed to be the pupil there. So I think that's pretty good. So I forgot to cut the block. I would probably just tie these off once. Just like that. Okay. And then those, just trim them so that they're not peeking out from the side of the eye. And then I would thread my yarn tail onto my tapestry needle. Oops, it came off. All right, and then you're gonna make 2 of these. I'm just making 1 for the tutorial, but you'll make 2. And what you're gonna wanna do is sew it onto your spider. I don't know if you can see on the black here, this is the bottom of the magic ring. So I sewed them onto the spider, touching each other, so the eyes are close together, slightly to the top, slightly above the middle, okay? So if this is the middle line here, more of the eyeball is above the line, less of it is below. So I would probably position this one right here, and then go ahead and sew it on. Now make sure you're only going through the front layer. So this might be a little more challenging. Because of the back here, but it's okay, it's not too difficult. Just have to be careful that you're not, you don't want to sew through this layer also, just through the front layer. You should have enough room to get your tapestry needle in there. And then I just sew back and forth. See, that's what you don't want to do. Okay, sew back and forth and attach that eyeball, and then you make another eyeball and you'll just sew it on right here. Okay, now I'll just quickly show you. So let's say I have my 2 eyeballs sewn on. Stuff those yarn tails in there. You're going to grab your polyfill, and you're going to want to fill the spider with polyfill as evenly as possible. And the hole's still plenty big to do this. stuff it and move that polyfill around until your spider is as plush as you want it to be, okay? And then you're going to use this yarn tail. You have 10 stitches remaining here. So you'll thread your tapestry needle, and then you'll just go around and pick up those stitches. And when you get all the way to the end, you'll be able to pull it tight. Oops. Keep grabbing that black piece of yarn. I don't know what that's getting caught on. It's getting tangled up. But you'll see, you'll be able to, when you pull it, it will pull all of your stitches tight. So you just sew that together. Okay. And you'll have both of your eyes on the front, of course, before you sew it shut. So now we need to make the legs. And a spider has 8 legs. I'm going to show you how to make 1 leg, and then you'll just have to make 7 more. Very simple. I'm going to make a magic ring. And once again, you're going to make a magic ring with 6 half double crochet. Okay, 2, 4, 6. Go ahead and join in the round with a slip stitch to the top of that first half double crochet. And you're going to chain 2, and you'll make 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to join, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Join to the top of your first half double crochet. This will get easier after this round. And really what you're going to do is just keep half double crocheting around once in each stitch until your spider leg is the length that you want it to be. So this is my second round after the magic ring, and I'm making 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Okay, you're going to join with a slip stitch, and then again. So this is round 4. Round 1 was the magic ring with 6 half double crochet. Rounds 2 and 3, and now 4, you're just making 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Okay. Okay, so I have finished my first leg for my spider, And what I'm going to do now is show you how I am going to close the leg and add it to the spider. So I think I had originally said that I was going to stuff these legs with polyfill. I tried that and I did not like how it looked. None of these legs here have polyfill in them, and I think they look just fine the way they are. And they even hang a little bit, but I think because the tube is narrow enough, it does stick out. I think it actually looks perfect the way it is, so I'm not going to fill these with polyfill. I will put that in the notes below, and I'll make a note of it in the video. So you'll actually, by the time you hear this, you'll already know that. So here's how I close the legs. I just thread my tapestry needle on, and you have 6 stitches, right? So my first sewing motion is going to go through the 2 here over on the right where my yarn tail is. Okay, pull it through. You're just sewing the tube shut. Go through the middle 2 stitches. Oh, sorry. And then the 2 stitches on the left-hand side, okay? And as you can see, the way I placed them, I actually started down here towards the bottom. And again, I know the black is hard to see, but just to show you, I sewed them around that. There's 2 rows of double crochet in the middle there, and I chose to sew the legs onto the side right there. I started down at the bottom, so I basically went to the eyeball and went down, attached the first leg there, and then I left 2 double crochet stitches between each leg and worked my way up. Okay, so I know that this spider here isn't complete, but I just want to show you how I sewed it on. So let's say that this is the stitch here that I want to sew my leg onto. I went around the front of it like that. Okay, and then the front of the leg I sewed through just like that. Okay, and then I turned it, and now in the back I went under the bottom of the back of the stitch. Okay, and then I did the same thing. I threaded my yarn through the bottom of the back of that leg. Okay, and then tighten it. Okay, and then I went underneath. So I went here underneath the stitch in the center, threaded it through the leg, pulled it out on the other side, and then I did the same thing there. Okay? And then what will happen is, since you have 4 legs on each side, so you'll have 1, 2, 3, and then this leg, this yarn, and the next yarn tail, I would thread this up to that next yarn tail, tie them off in a knot, and then just thread that yarn into the back of the spider. Okay, so it was very simple. And then if you want to add your spider to maybe like a wreath where you've added some yarn to make it look like a spider web, you can just thread some yarn onto a tapestry needle and sew it through the top of your spider. I would recommend doing it more towards the back. That way you don't see where it's attached from the front. So that doesn't look as cute as that does, okay? So really simple. I know that this tutorial is a little late since I'm posting it on Halloween, and I do apologize for that. I have been very busy with my kids and getting them ready for Halloween and just lots of stuff going on around here. So I hope that you guys found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell. Thank you.